Deciding on the types of trees you'd like in your garden can be tough, with so many different varieties to choose from. If you're looking for a low-maintenance tree that will provide plenty of shade in summer, look no further than the frangipani tree, also known as the plumeria. Whether you're a fan of the traditional white and yellow flowers or you prefer the punchier pink varieties, frangipani trees are great for adding color, lush foliage, and a delightful fragrance to your summer garden. Find out more about these beautiful low-maintenance trees and how to grow a frangipani in your garden. Frangipani are deciduous shrub trees. That is the type they're described as. The sun exposure they require is partial shade. For watering the frangipani, they require moderate to regular water. Native to the American tropics, plumerias are fabulous additions to the home garden, whether grown in containers or where windy, hardy the ground. They are a source of flowers for the Hawaiian layers. They range in sizes from compact shrubs, rarely exceeding 4 feet in height, to small, rounded trees that reach 30 feet, showy clusters of flowers up to 6 inches across per a top large, leathery oblong leaves for months on end. The waxy 5-petaled blossoms may be star-shaped, saucer-shaped, or pinwheel-shaped. They exhibit a dizzy range of colors and patterns. Most are highly fragrant. Propagation is easy by seeds or tip cuttings. Named selections represent the species Plumeria obtusa, Plumeria rubra, or hybrids of the two. Plumerias thrive in either acid or alkaline soil that contains lots of organic matter. Good drainage is a must. They have big appetites while actively growing, so feed regularly during this time with bloom booster fertilizer that's relatively high in phosphorus and low in nitrogen, with added iron and magnesium. Let the soil go dry between waterings. Established plants in the ground require very little water. Plumerias enjoy hot weather but also tolerate brief frosts. Can be left outdoors for winter only in the tropic south. Fortunately, they do great in containers, but they can quickly become root bound. When you see the roots protruding from the drainage hole, remove the plant, prune off the roots, and tightly encircle the root ball and replant in a larger pot. Few insects and diseases affect plumerias. The most common, a fungus called plumeria rust, causes orange pustules on the undersides of the leaves. Leaves then develop black blotches and drop prematurely. Control rust by promptly removing and throwing away any diseased leaves. Then spray healthy foliage with neem. Almost all plumerias go through an annual dormant period, lasting 1 to several months, in which they drop their leaves. Though this is a resting phase, not related to temperature, gardeners outside of the tropical south can easily make it coincide with winter. When nights start to cool in fall, stop watering. Leaves will turn yellow and drop. Move plumerias into cool room or a garage No water or light is needed until you take them out in spring. Are frangipani trees easy to grow? Once established, frangipani trees require very little maintenance. Frangipani trees only require watering in spring and summer. It's best to hold off watering in winter to prevent root rot. Frangipani trees thrive in a coastal environment as they love well-drained sandy soil and can tolerate the salty sea breeze and harsh summer sun. Most popular types of frangipani. Common white frangipani, the original and the most popular variety. Pink frangipani can vary from pale pink to pinky orange. Choose your tree when in flower. Common petite pink frangipani. This dwarf frangipani is perfect for hedging and planting in pots. Tricolor fruit salad frangipani. If you can't choose between yellow and pink, this one's for you. Darwin blood red frangipani. A rich crimson color sets with this species apart. Singapore white frangipani. You will recognize the species if you've holidayed in Asia or other tropic destinations. How to grow frangipani from a cutting. Frangipanis are quite easy to grow from a cutting. The ideal time of year to take a cutting and propagate a frangipani tree is late spring to early summer. All you need to do is cut off a stem or branch from the established tree, remove any leaves or flowers that are positioned on the lower end, then leave your cutting in the sand in an upright position for 1 to 4 weeks, or until the base of the stem has entirely dried out. Once the base has dried out, plant the cutting in a pot of coarse sand and water for about once a week until the roots form. Once the cuttings have roots, it can be transplanted into a pot of soil with good drainage or straight into the ground.